Do you find it hard to control your spending? Now that's a question that resonates with many of us. We're diving into a topic today that is crucial for our financial health, the common issue of overspending. The inability to rein in those shopping impulses can lead to a cascade of financial problems, leaving you in a perpetual cycle of debt. So, if you've ever wondered how you can train your brain to stop spending money, you're in the right place. First, it's crucial to understand your spending habits. You see, gaining control over your finances begins with a deep comprehension of how your money flows. It's like being a detective on your own case, piecing together the puzzle of your financial life. So how do you do it? Start by tracking your expenses. Yes, every single one of them. From that coffee you grabbed on the way to work to your monthly rent or mortgage payment. Keep a record of all your spending for a week. You might think you know where your money goes, but you'll be surprised by what you'll discover. As you track your expenses, you'll start to see patterns. Maybe you're spending more on dining out than you realized, or perhaps those online shopping sprees are adding up. These insights are the first step towards financial freedom. Once you've got a clear picture of where your money is going, you can start to make changes. Setting financial goals is a key step to controlling your spending. It's like drawing a map. It shows you where you want to go and helps you chart the best path to get there. But remember, these aren't just any goals. We're talking about short-term and long-term financial goals here. Short-term goals might include building an emergency fund, paying off a credit card, or saving for a vacation. These are achievable within a year or two and can provide quick wins to boost your motivation. Long-term goals, on the other hand, might be saving for a down payment on a house, planning for retirement, or funding your child's education. These require more time and patience but can have a significant impact on your financial future. By setting these goals, you create a reason to save money and make smarter spending decisions. You give your money a purpose. Remember, your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, or SMART for short. Now that you've understood your spending habits and set your financial goals, it's time to implement strategies to curb your spending. One of the most effective strategies is using cash instead of cards. When we use physical cash, we feel the pain of parting with our money more intensely as opposed to swiping a card. This physical interaction with money can make us more mindful of our spending habits. Another crucial strategy is to avoid impulse purchases. We've all been there, standing in the checkout line, tempted by a flashy magazine or a tempting candy bar, but these small purchases add up over time and can sabotage our financial goals. So next time you're tempted, take a moment to consider whether this purchase aligns with your goals or if it's just a momentary craving. Now, let's talk about the importance of prioritizing needs over wants. Needs are things that are essential for survival, like food and shelter, whereas wants are things that enhance our life, like a new phone or a fancy coffee maker. It's crucial to satisfy your needs first and then consider your wants. This doesn't mean you can't indulge in your wants, but they should never come at the expense of your needs. Creating and sticking to a budget is another essential strategy. A budget is a plan for your money. It gives you control over your finances and helps you make conscious decisions about your spending. But remember, a budget is not set in stone. It should be flexible and adapt to your changing needs and circumstances. But here's the most important thing to remember. Change doesn't happen overnight. It takes time to break old habits and form new ones. Be patient with yourself. If you have a setback, don't beat yourself up. Instead, see it as a learning opportunity and move forward. And celebrate your small victories along the way. Every time you resist an impulse purchase or stick to your budget, give yourself a pat on the back. These small victories are the steps that lead to big changes. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories along the way. Finally, let's talk about building healthy financial habits. It's not just about curbing your spending. It's also about forming habits that will contribute positively to your financial future. Let's focus on 3 key areas: saving regularly, investing wisely, and planning for emergencies. Firstly, saving regularly. It's like going to the gym for your finances. Just as you wouldn't expect to get fit overnight, you can't expect to build up a healthy savings account immediately. Start with small amounts and gradually increase as your financial fitness improves. Make it a habit to save a certain amount every paycheck, and before you know it, you'll have a robust savings account. Next, investing wisely. The world of investing can seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Start by educating yourself about different types of investments, risk levels, and potential returns. Then, create a diverse portfolio that suits your financial goals and risk tolerance. Remember, investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a long-term strategy for wealth creation. Lastly, planning for emergencies. Life is unpredictable, and financial emergencies can strike at any time. Having an emergency fund gives you peace of mind and the ability to handle unexpected expenses without going into debt. Aim to save enough to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. With time and consistency, these habits will train your brain to stop spending money unnecessarily. So, are you ready to train your brain to stop spending money? We've covered a lot of ground today, but let's quickly recap the key points. Firstly, understanding your spending habits is crucial. This means taking a good, hard look at where your money goes and how you feel when you spend. Secondly, setting financial goals gives your money direction and purpose, helping you to resist impulsive purchases. Thirdly, we explored various strategies to curb spending, such as using cash instead of cards, avoiding impulse buys, and setting spending limits. These are practical steps you can take right now to start changing your spending patterns. Lastly, we talked about building healthy financial habits. This is where the magic happens. Over time, these habits will become second nature, and you'll find that you're not only spending less, but you're also saving more and feeling better about your financial situation. Remember, taking control of your spending is a journey, not a destination. Start today and see the difference it makes in your financial life.